Hey guys, it's Mo Clark checking in with Upscale Magazine. Super excited. I have some of my faves here today to talk about the friend zone. And we're not talking just about the friend zone, we are talking about the movie on all black friend zone. So, you guys, I seen the movie.
Ooh.
I
Uh-oh.
seen the movie, so we just gonna get into it because I got some questions for
Uh-oh.
all y'all. Because
Okay.
everybody had a dynamic role in the movie. It was some secrets, it was some truth, it was some
Mhm.
love. So your characters were they basically transitioned from lifelong friends to something more after one wild night in Miami. What was the most challenging part of playing that role?
Oh, honestly, for me, it wasn't too challenging at all. Angelo and I had known each other for a little while. We've always been friendly. We play all day. So it felt very natural to like play that love flirt connection. I'm a flirt by nature. I don't even know how not to be. So so I think it came rather naturally for that role, yeah.
So, with you guys actually having a friendship, how did you establish that chemistry?
I feel like I can have chemistry with a tree. No, truly, in different ways because it's easy, especially when you have somebody like who's fun and naturally handsome and tall and all of those things. It's like, are you even acting? You're just playing. You're having fun. And I feel like my character Queenie is very similar to me as well. So we got to kind of mirror those lines of the flirty Nzinga, the flirty Queenie, and just enjoying time together and pushing those boundaries. Because I feel like there's never really a point where you see them as just friends. There's always a level of that they like each other. They're just not acting on it because they want to protect their feelings or protect their friendship. But it's there. So it wasn't too hard to kind of skirt those lines.
Now, really, we can't say too much because we want the people to watch
Right.
the movie, okay? But you played a very integral role in this situation. So one
Mm.
can only wonder, have you actually experienced this in real life? Because you was quick with the you was
God,
quick
yes.
with the
Mhm.
be quiet. Like what? Come on, Breely, give me the tea.
I,
What's
I'm
up?
just one of those friends and family members who is in your business to protect and uplift you
Mm-hmm.
any way I can. So I'm naturally like that. So shout out to Courtney, Arlett, and Denora, Boone for the writing. When the writing is lends itself to you to naturally lean into some things, then
Mm-hmm.
you can
Mhm.
just go on and lean in and let it happen.
Yes.
I just have to give it up to them for giving me the roadmap. You know what I'm saying? Give
Mhm.
me the roadmap and then watch me work these lanes. So
Mhm.
that's how that.
Right.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
again, we can't give too much away, but Maurice, I ain't forgot
Right.
about you. I know you sitting over there in the corner. Okay, now when we seen you come up, little chocolate drop. What did that moment feel like for you? Being known that you were a sex symbol and that the ladies was just like razzle dazzled by you.
Honestly, it's funny that you said sex symbol because I didn't get that at all.
Ooh,
The first time I'm hearing that, so I'm like, okay,
did
let
you
me
watch
show.
it?
I
Have
was
you
like,
seen
I
it?
watched it. I watched it, and that's not what I was thinking. I was like, okay, this is me. This is me as a guy. I was like, I needed should have did some more push-ups. I was thinking I should have probably did a couple more push-ups.
Mm-mm.
This is me. So no, it didn't. I didn't feel that way. I was happy to be there. I was happy to finally get to work with Nzinga. I had seen Nzinga's work since Pretty for a Big Girl. Like this is long, and this is years before I met Courtney, before I met Nzinga, before I was even doing any real acting. I just happened to see. I was like, Jesus, and yeah, oh, yeah. I talked to the Lord about you, and
What'd he say?
And yeah, so it was just I was just happy to be there and that I was chosen for that. And then she didn't make me audition for anything.
I love that, and I think you're definitely in denial. Because you wouldn't have had on that much oil if you thought that this is not in your future. I
Did
mean,
I have oil? I think I was just sweaty.
You was greased down. I feel like every time we saw you, honey. Bonk chicka womp
Baby
womp.
oil song, the baby oil song.
so
Shout
let
out
me
to
ask each one of you guys, because I know a lot of times when we're doing acting and we're doing scenes, sometimes you actually have to read the script in its entirety to get, how your character is really portrayed. Did any of you guys go along and read the entire script, or did you just stop at knowing your lines and this is what it is?
Oh no, I absolutely read the entire script.
Yeah.
I feel like you always want to see where your character is going so that you can add some of those elements even earlier on and kind of understand their arc and all of those things. I feel like it's important to know the full side of the story. There are times where, especially if I'm playing a smaller role, I may not read the entire script, just because sometimes you want that mystery. But in this case, with it being a project so close and also being the lead, I feel like it was important to know what was going on.
For me, I thought it was important to read the entire script because I want to know how other characters see me. Know my relationship and how when I show up in a room or show up in a scene with them, how we feel about each other already.
Yeah.
So that's going to inform me what they say about me when I'm not on the screen. So actors, if you're listening, take this tip right now. Read the entire thing because you want to be informed about how the world sees you. Not that you should play to that, but just the awareness will help you have a more dynamic performance.
Maurice, stop hiding.
Oh, no, I ain't hiding. No, for me, the entire script is an important thing. Just piggybacking off of what Nzinga said. For this particular role, yeah, absolutely read the entire script. You need to know because there's a beginning and an end. You need to know where your journey is. So the beginning, the middle, and the end. But like something like let's say with Beyond the Gates, it's a soap opera we shoot every day. If there's something in there, there's going to be a lot of information I actually don't want to know. I do want to be in the moment surprised because it's like once you understand how people see you and how they think of you, it's like, okay, cool. I don't want to know whatever my character doesn't know. I want to be surprised in the moments that I can react naturally. So it just depends on the situation. For this one, full script.
Yeah, I think movies versus TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's ongoing. It's like ongoing.
Ongoing.
So absolutely fun question because I wouldn't be me if I did not ask, because in my 40 something years of being on earth, I have heard strange things from people. Pretty girls don't get left, pretty girls don't get cheated on. I don't know what book that's in, but it's a wrong book out here somewhere that's floating around. So I wouldn't be me if I didn't ask. Number one, have any of you guys ever been friend zoned? And number two, have you put anybody in the friend zone?
And wrote a song about it. I have a whole song
Like,
called
he
Friend
goes.
Zone.
Like he goes.
About the guy. The song that I wrote is about the guy who made me feel all the feelings, right? But never was very timid on the doing. Like you're gonna say all the things, but you don't do all the things. You know what? Just keep me in the friend zone is how the song goes. So I can't wait for you guys to hear it. But yeah, so I've been put in and I've put people in that friend zone jail as well.
I'm not
Sorry,
mad
guys.
at it.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm not mad at it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. No, same.
Who's next?
Maurice,
go ahead.
Oh no, same thing. I've been put in the friend zone. And then at a certain point you got to realize that you're in that zone. So just let it be that. Either move on or be comfortable that this is all it's ever going to be. And the younger version of me was I'm still a fighter, but I would always kind of like, push and push. There was one time where I sat in the friend zone for about 20 years until Shawty was finally like, she was like, you know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. And then there are people now who I tell them that I am not in the even on set. Nzing and I had a conversation. I am not I'm wrecked. So, it's like just let's just be cool because I don't have what you require, what this relationship requires. So let's kind of let's be friends. We don't have to do anything. We cool. I'd rather be straight up and tell somebody. So yeah, I've been on both sides of that play.
I've definitely been on both sides, and sometimes I didn't always know I was on both sides because once again, I'm sorry, not both sides. I've definitely been on that side, and sometimes I don't even know I'm on that side because, like I said, I'm a flirt. So, and when you flirt with people and they're attracted to you, they tend to flirt back. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have taken you out the friend zone. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get informed that you're in a friend zone at the point where they're asking you, "Hey, is your sister single?" And I'm like,
Well, wait a minute.
"Excuse me, you asking me that?" Things like that, where you realize you're in a friend zone and it's a stab to the gut. But it's part of the game. And not everything is for you. And sometimes those friend zones are great because you need friends. You need platonic friends that are of the opposite sex. It's very hard for anyone to not be attracted to me. So, so, so with that being said, it's good that sometimes there have to be those boundaries set where it's just you saying, we're going to be friends. I'll rock with you. And it doesn't have to be anything more. And that's a good thing. Yeah.
So I put someone in the friend zone. I'm not going to even lie and say once. It has happened a lot, right? And rarely do I regret, but there is one person that I put in the friend zone. That's why your story kind of resonated with me because he was a good friend. And I put him in the friend zone, but I didn't put him in the friend zone because I didn't like him like that. I absolutely liked him like that. I put him in the friend zone because I was afraid of losing my friend. Now it sucks because we ain't even friends at this point. Nothing happened. I just don't. I don't think he understood why I did it, and I was never honest about why I did it. So, are there any people that you guys have put in the friend zone that you regret, or that you're like, nah, I made the right decision by leaving them on their side? No, just me. I'm the only one that happened to. Jesus, we got to work on my discernment.
I ain't got no regrets.
I actually have a question. I actually have a question for you now. You just made me think of something. Have you ever had somebody in the friend zone, took them out the friend zone for a little bit, tried that a little bit, they're like, get your head back in that friend zone. No, this ain't gonna do. We're gonna do it.
You know what?
That I've done.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm sure that has happened, but I think if you take somebody, if you like, I call them the starting lineup. Like if you take somebody, and I don't even like sports, but I can make this analogy because I'm good at it. If you take somebody off the bench and you let them play in the game, and they get out there and play horribly, you can't just go back to the bench. We got to take you off the team. Like you can't even be on the team no more. So
it's a dangerous part of it.
Yeah,
that's the risk.
Just stay in the friend zone, buddies. Look, if you want to stay connected, stay on in there. Because coming out could be
so without giving away the movie, what is the one thing about each one of you guys' characters that you feel like people are going to be deeply surprised by?
I don't want to say surprised. I think they're going to resonate with my honesty.
Okay. I can't say if there's anything that I think surprises other than just the honestly what surprised me was the connection between both male leads at the same time. It made me be like, is she a cheater or like or like what's happening here? I think that probably is it. Just the flirtation from jump going both ways, even though one is technically platonic. There's still a level of what's going on there. Like I wonder how she interacts with other males. Like I'm trying to see how she is at work with a male client. Those things.
I think one of the things that a lot of fellas will resonate with is the idea of the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like it's like she says, like right now, I don't have definitive proof that something is going on. She says they're friends, so I'm gonna leave it as that. But I have that feeling, I have that intuition, I have that inkling that there's something more to it. But so it's that benefit of doubt. I'm trying to trust you, but then the possibility of that trust backfiring. I think a lot of men will resonate with that. It's like, I think people in general resonate with that when it's like, I ain't caught you, but I know, you know? And so, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to reaction to those.
I think the most surprising scene for me was when the three of you guys were at the top of the steps.
Okay, wait a minute.
And
I'm not too much.
oh no, I'm not, because I'm just I'm not. But
It'll be out after the show is out, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. So it was a moment of somebody not telling somebody something. So that kind of left me to wondering, okay, I know we in movie time, but just how much time has passed in this situation? Because I would think you had enough time to say something.
So that actually was more harmless than it seemed, but there were parts of that were cut that made that seem a little bit more provocative than it was. And I do wish that you were able to see what led up to that moment, so that you would understand that it wasn't funny business going on. It just looks like it because of what he walks in the middle of. So yeah, that's the only part about that I wish that was clear, because it does seem a little shysty or secretive, but it was honestly a playful, non-romantic situation that he walked into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't seem that way.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was a timing thing for me, because I was sitting there like, wait a minute. So how many days?
Movie magic.
Yeah, well, I definitely think them cutting it. I understand what you're saying, but the cutting it will definitely lead people to wonder.
Yeah.
Just what in the hell was going on in that situation.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But you guys did absolutely amazing. I've only been to Miami once, and all I did was have Starbucks on the beach. So y'all had way more fun than I did.
You gotta go back.
Clearly, I gotta go back.
Do it again.
Do it again.
You need a vacation.
I do. Girl,
vacation.
I got the hair, and it's cold and snowing in Atlanta. Something is telling me it's time to leave. But, ain't nobody working the planes right now, so I'll wait.
Why y'all think I'm in LA? I love LA, but not today.
We gotta wait. So before I let you guys go, tell everybody where they can find you guys at.
Well, hey y'all, you can find Friend Zone on All Black starting November 13th. That's on All Black Network. Do you guys know how they can find it outside of just searching All Black directly? I believe it's under Prime.
Yes, go to Prime,
yes.
and then you can connect to All Black that way. Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm Brayley Evans on all social media platforms, BRELY Evans, EVANS, and it's actually me on my social media. So tap in, and make sure you watch Friend Zone.
Yeah.
And I'm Maurice P. Carey on all social media. That's MAURICE PKERRY. Check out Friend Zone.
And guys,
I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't say my name. Hey y'all. I'm Nzinga Imani. That's NZINGA IMANI.
And guys, these people are being totally humble. I know we are here to promote Friend Zone, but they are on like 15 different shows a piece.
True.
Go Black Hollywood, go. We not mad at it. Make sure you guys support absolutely every single project. Make sure you guys run the numbers up on Friend Zone, and maybe we can learn some lessons about either getting in the friend zone or out the friend zone, depending on, what you like. And it's your girl Mo Clark with Upscale Magazine, and we out.
Thank you, Mo.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Love you.